Forsake me not utterly, O Lord, reads the English translation of the Latin engraved above the door of the provincial archives. The staff in the building applies these words to the past by preserving the records of the people, institutions, and government of New Brunswick. Susan Shalala thinks it's
one of the best kept secrets, and people don't realize what kind of facilities are here. But
the archives is featured in Doors Open Fredericton, an event that lets people get inside historical buildings.
Isn't that cool?
The archives are a reminder of just how close at hand history can be. The building is nearly 90 years old and served until 1967 as the UNB Library. If it has been written, planned, built, recorded, or filmed in New Brunswick, there is probably a record of it here. Much of it is on microfiche or paper, but records come in practically every format. Conservation Manager Dean Lund helps keep these records intact.
Group that we have are what are known as the machine-readable records. So they're the type of information that you require some type of machine to actually get at it. Things like CBC transcription discs where they have like interviews and that type of thing on them. You know, all the different formats of your video.
Some of the records here are over 200 years old and need special storage, so they stay in this room. The temperature is always 10 degrees. Nothing in the room is flammable aside from the records themselves. Thick concrete walls and steel doors keep them safe. If there is a fire, special sprinklers will put out only the burning shells, leaving the rest of the 700,000 boxes untouched by fire or water. In a drawer, a map from 1740 sits beside plans for a fallout shelter drawn up in 1963.
Yeah, proposed, yeah.
Everyone was building bomb shelters back then. You know.
Archive Director Marion B.A. thinks Open Doors lets people know that these things can be found here.
It brings people to the archives who don't normally come. They might have an interest in something we have record supporting, but they aren't aware that we are here, or they're not aware that we have those records, or that it's open to the public, and that it's pretty easy to research here. So it's really helpful for promoting what we do.
Visitor Calvin McDonald agrees.
Well, I've been coming to archives for years, just off and on doing research, mostly genealogy. And the first time I was ever down here and into the room where all the material's at, and it's just amazing how much material that they have in here.
Having the archives here and letting people access them will ensure that the history they represent is not forsaken. For Stu Journalism, I'm Colin Hodd.